Welcome to the weekly wrap-up show. Colton, I don't think is here. Colton? No, Colton. I got Gio, I think. Gio.
You're late.
Colton's gone.
I'm not gone.
813-90 Bubba. 813.
Gotta fix this Mexican low-riding chair over here.
813-90-BUBBA. 813-90 Bubba. Yes, my chair, I'm sorry that I'm a little tall.
Oh, Mexican.
That's a Pakistani Giovanni there.
Very funny.
You know, if you look at it, I got two... welcome,
Lummy,
Gio.
you look more Mexican than I do.
So we have our... so we have three Mexican guys then on the screen? Is
Yeah.
what you're saying?
I heard there's Americans moving to Mexico.
What?
I heard there was Americans moving to Mexico. Is
You
that
heard
true?
it from Lasker.
Yes, Gio, is that why Gene, is that one reason why Gene's your favorite segment? Because I know that when I first met you back in the day at 7-Eleven, back in, I don't even know, pre-COVID days, I think it was, you were shooting out some crazy conspiracies then.
And boy, didn't we know the truth, didn't we, Lummy? We seen all this coming.
Art, now, did you fill in Gene today on the Chinese land and all that?
No, you guys filled me in on that.
I think I told you about that one time.
Oh, actually, I think I brought it up to you back then when the news popped up.
No, I think I told you about it, and then you looked into it.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about it. You're probably right.
You're the one who was looking into the 10-day probably blackout that Gene's all freaking out about.
I didn't know about that. I was curious about that one.
Well, I started looking it up. Colton, are you familiar with what Gene said?
Yeah, no.
Well, because I know you don't have to pull any money out of the bank because that's all it's somewhere in your house in a safe.
That's not true either. I got money in the bank, but it's not no $100,000. You know, I ain't got to worry about that. My shit's insured.
How does he know that a blackout's coming?
The internet said so.
Oh, okay.
You want me to really know? Facebook.
There's too many things going on for us to worry about. I think most of us are trying to tune out right now.
Well, listen, put it this way. I looked it up they looked like they predicted one in 2017, 2023, and then there was also another one that was supposed to be May 27th, but I guess they had to delay it. So I guess why not do it June 14th and make it real pandemonium?
The other ones that have already happened, did they actually happen?
No.
Okay.
There were blackouts. There was a few, but I think not. It was pocketed. It wasn't that big. But
and what were the blackouts?
There was a couple.
Like in America?
There was, yeah.
Are you talking about rolling like electrical blowout blackouts?
Electrical blackout.
I'm not. He's not talking about that. He's talking about where everything goes black.
Oh, okay.
Banks are down.
I just know there was
internet's down.
I know some stuff happened in like Spain and some other places.
Those are rolling black. I think that's electricity too.
It has to do with the grid, though, you know.
Well, yeah, but he's talking about like where you wouldn't be able to access your cash.
Yeah, you should be worried about that. Yes.
I don't have any money in the bank, so I'm all right.
I mean, I'm kind of worried. I don't want to say I'm like worried, but like that would be some fucking bullshit.
I'm week to week already. My job would have to pay me in cash.
Your direct deposit goes to the bank. Boy, bank's closed. Nothing goes through.
Okay, so I guess, they just decided they were going to do it on Flag Day.
What'd you just call me?
Flag Day.
Oh.
Yeah. Trump Day, Flag Day, America's Day. I mean, listen, this is
we're taking our country back. We're over it.
Listen, think about it. Trump's really making out the Flag Day be something special. Because, I mean, when's the last time you guys thought about Flag Day?
You're right. It's not a big thing in my world.
It isn't.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
Did you even know when Flag Day was?
No.
Well, now you do. June 14th, and you'll never forget.
Juneteenth is also coming up.
I will always forget.
Yeah, Juneteenth is coming up.
And that's the day where they burn the flags.
I think that day nothing's gonna happen.
What day?
I think the tide is shifting. I think people are over all of this, and nothing's gonna happen.
On which day? On Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Lummy, you think there's going to be any right? Okay, so we all know this weekend, Saturday, we heard Bubba talk about it on the No King this week, No King protest we talked about on the show this week, that there's going to be protests this Saturday, right?
But we got rain.
Hopefully that's
Yes,
true.
baby, yes.
Look at Gio coming through.
God
now,
coming through with the wrath.
We know we're going to have some protests scheduled for this Saturday. Do we think there's going to be further protests on Juneteenth?
No.
When the hell is Juneteenth?
June
It's
19th,
the
isn't
holiday
it?
where they celebrate.
I know what Juneteenth is.
Oh, what day of the week?
I don't even. You guys know.
So
more
it's
than me. I
Thursday,
I
June
forget what it is.
19th. Yeah, June 19th is Thursday.
Correct.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool. That wasn't my. Do you think there's going to be any protest?
No, it's gonna be a happy-go-lucky day.
Okay.
I actually heard already that Walmart they had a backtrack because they were funding one of these protests. I
No,
think.
they weren't GOC.
They weren't?
Once again, no.
That's fake news.
It isn't technically fake news, but the error,
I mean, indirectly, Walmart kind of is funding it.
I mean, technically, yes, because I don't
I
know.
heard Tim Pool talking about
Jimmy Walton died and left all his money to this his wife. Obviously, his wife is the one that is backing this.
She's a married into the Walmart family.
Yes,
I
And
did hear
she
that-
is the one that's using her personal money to fund this. However, her personal money was made off the backs of Walmart,
well, technically, it was made off of Jimmy Walton and Timmy Walton and Sam Walton,
which is from.
the Walmart.
Okay, so Walmart kind of.
It was made off her back because she was
Like-
on her back.
They were forced to backpedal.
And he
though,
was
I
standing
think.
6 inches tall.
Am I right about that? They were forced to backpedal.
I think they put out a statement just saying that,
Hold on,
trying to separate them
Yeah,
from her.
I don't think that's called backpedaling if they didn't have anything to do with it. Well, like Colton said, I mean, she did blow her way to the top. So, but yeah, Walmart.
Nobody really was gonna boycott Walmart anyway. Let's be real.
I'm not. With the expensive everything is, I'm still going there. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I see.
they got
you
good
know,
prices.
They got a lot of new monster truck stuff, but
I will say though, the material on their shirts has gone down. They're being kind of cheap. Whatever that. I don't know what the deal is with that.
okay, yeah, really, Gio, please expand on that.
The fabric seems cheaper.
Yes.
Like it feels
Uh-huh.
like paper, like very very thin.
Now,
what's Walmart brand? George? Is that Walmart?
There's a couple.
Yeah, George.
Okay. That was their
is
main
one.
thing.
That's their dressy clothes,
And then they
Okay.
got Dickies and
and I think they have.
I think Russell Athletics.
Ben Hogan too. Do you know who Ben Hogan is? Does
No.
anyone here know who Ben Hogan is?
No,
I
not
don't.
a clue.
He's a golfer.
Still not a clue.
I've always wanted to get into golf, but I don't really have a hobby.
You don't have what?
I don't have a hobby.
Well, that's you can start one. You can go to the driving
Well,
range.
this
and
is my
start.
hobby, and I
Golf's
work all the
expensive,
time.
my friend.
Not if you go to the driving range.
Driving range.
Gio, if you really want a hobby, I can give you some clubs, and you can go down to the local driving range, or you can go down to your local park. I'll give you some wiffle balls, and you can
Fuck
hit wiffle
that.
balls.
Play outlaw style. Just fucking go to a course right at sunset and get yourself 3 or 4 holes in.
Okay, first off, Colton, I don't think Gio's.
I'm gonna
is
do
gonna-
it like Happy Gilmore and just knock golf balls into people's windows.
Okay, see, that's why Gio wouldn't even probably last a hole on a golf course because he's gonna be out there.
I'll beat you in a game of golf.
Lummy's pretty good.
He is.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no, I wasn't even
I
saying.
like the challenge.
No, Gio, I wasn't saying about you if whether you or could beat me, and I was saying that you would get tossed off the golf course before you were done with your first hole.
Oh, they wouldn't put up with me.
Well, one, you snuck on the course,
Oh, right.
so you're an illegal.
Yeah.
Now you already do look like an illegal, so strike 2 for you. What?
It doesn't look like that's not the type of illegal they're going after right now.
What do you mean? He's Cuban.
Yeah, but it's just no.
Okay. Listen, he's sneaking onto a golf course, strike
I
1.
heard a story. A Canadian kid, him and his father, they were detained, and his dad was a U.S. citizen. They threw his dad to the ground and busted his lip. I heard this story last week. And the kid, he was detained for 48 hours, and then he was let out with no charges.
Is he gonna sue?
I got to update you on that. I got. When I
Where
run
did you
into the
meet
kid
this
again,
person at?
He works at Rocco's Tacos,
Oh,
and he's Canadian. I forget his name, but he's a real cool dude. Shout out.
so he's illegal.
No, he has his papers, but something had happened. I
Okay.
guess he had a copy of his green card, and he needed that. It's a whole. I don't even
While we're
know.
doing shout-outs, I got a quick shout-out, too. Shout-out to Bubba Branch with Atlas Heavy Haul. I got a shirt on today, the Kenworth, the Just a Phase truck, Big Bub Army guy. If you have any shirts you want to send us, you got truck shirts, you got race shirts, please do send it. I wear an XL, Lummy wears a 3X. Most importantly, Bubba will wear it, and Bubba wears a 3X as well.
That's
I'm
right.
looking at the shirt right now. It does look fire. The design on the back.
Oh, that's his
Is it-
truck, Just a Phase. That's his truck right there.
Yeah, that's really dope.
561.
Hey, what's up, Lemmy? It's Dave West Palm.
Hey, Dave West Palm. How's it
Hey.
going?
Got a question. You guys were just talking about Juneteenth, and I forgot. You guys still have the cash cube. Why didn't you guys think about doing, because I know last year was rained out. You could have done it again this year.
I know Bubba talked about it, but he's got a lot of things going on, so I think it got delayed. But we don't have to do Juneteenth on actual Juneteenth. We could do Juneteenth whenever we want to do Juneteenth.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to make sure
We
you guys
can
still have the
make
cash cube.
we can make the Bubba Army Juneteenth at Colton.
What?
Fill me in here. Come on.
What?
At the barbershop.
What about it?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, Dave West Palm. Yeah, we Bubba's got a lot of things going on. So
We're not able to do it this year. Bubba's got a bunch of shit going on. You got a bunch of shit going on, and not, yeah.
I was trying to have you promote the barbershop with Craig and Rio.
At Latin Sons. I mean, we're still able to go down there and
Yeah,
hang out
see?
and bullshit. I'm down there often. It's just we're not going to be doing a Juneteenth event. That's all.
right. Yeah. I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
gotcha.
Dave.
I'm sorry.
Dave, what was your favorite
Bye.
part of this weekend? Since you're a shit stir.
My favorite part of this weekend, coming up this weekend?
No.
I did hear Bubba say this week, he said Dave from West Palm. Dave's normally got some good stuff.
That's
I heard him
right.
mention that for you this week.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about that?
I think he's gone.
This is a shit show. This is fucking
this is
just totally
terrible.
shit show.
We got some clips coming
This
up, though.
fucking guy over
I do
there
have clips.
just
We
not
did have
knowing
an
what he's doing. Let's go to Longwood right now. He'll pull the nose up on the show.
Oh, I don't know about that, fellas, but how about that game last night in hockey? What a comeback, man. I love watching the finals, even though I don't pay attention anymore, but I always watch the final
Same
series.
here, brother.
He's taking a shot at me because once the Lightning lose, a lot of people bow out. Myself, I do bow out until the Stanley Cup finals, which I watch. Same thing with the NBA. I've been watching every NBA finals as well.
I wait till the end. I'm such a bandwagon. I wait till the very end.
But I did watch last night because you were saying that, and if I didn't watch, I wouldn't have got to see that comeback.
And it was a great finish.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I don't give a fuck about it.
What
ever watch
a
any
week
hockey,
with
Lon?
my buddy crashing out, huh?
Yeah.
Who Tuttle? Tuttle or Stein?
Well,
Dude,
Stein's on his body.
I'm gonna leave comments to Stein to myself.
Well,
I'm biased, you know. Tuttle's like Flammy to me, so I'm biased. It's just the way it is.
That's fair.
And really, actually, we kind of have to give some credit to Longwood this week because if you remember, everybody, I don't want to say was breathing down Tuttle's back, but we were kind of getting on not an F Tuttle bandwagon, but just a weird Tuttle bandwagon. And Longwood kind of called in and said, "Whoa, we need to pump the brakes here." Do you remember that call, Lemmy?
Yeah, because
I was letting Longwood kind of speak in and say, "Yeah, I'm the one who no one's giving me any praise." Of course, I remember when Longwood called
Why are we giving
in.
you praise? Longwood called in, not you.
I said I was waiting for Longwood to say like, "Yeah, people should be praising me because I saved them." Because everyone at the time was like, "Oh, why couldn't he talk to Bubba about John Morgan?" And Longwood was in chat saying that he's like a beaten woman, and then Longwood did stand up and say like, "Hey, he actually did say, Bubba's name on the show." So thank you, Longwood.
he is like he does have like battered wife syndrome when it comes to Bubba.
It's not just Tuttle. If we're just going to be intellectually honest.
Oh, let's hear it.
First one of the day.
Thank you. Lummy is kind of in that same boat in a way. We call him Stockholm syndrome. Well, truth be told, I'm kind of in that same boat in a way. The people that have dealt with the older Bubba are not used to the more newer, caring, coddling Bubba, if you will.
You mean like someone like Gio, who just walks around
Hey,
here
in
like he owns
defense
the
of Bubba,
place?
you gotta.
It's funny because
In
when I heard
defense-
Gio was in there
I'm
working
gonna-
out,
So
Look,
easy
in defense of
compared to anybody
Bubba-
else ever.
He's done a lot in radio, and you have to adapt. You have to get with the times. I get it.
Oh, so yeah, Gio.
I
you're
love
helping.
that
He's trying to run a
Gio has been
business
around forever, and he knows the backstory of everything. I think that's cool as shit. I love to see somebody come onto the show that has a love and respect for it.
Oh yeah,
I'm listening to the tapes. I'm enjoying all of it. I love it here.
Well, if they have a tape from February 27th of 1997 when Bubba calls me Ninja Boy, so fuck you, Joe. I've been around longer than you. You hear it on there.
Well, technically there isn't. We don't have a tape from Joe's tape, so that would mean that Joe was listening before that. But we don't have a tape.
Yeah,
from
I was gonna say I could look for it,
but we don't. Those tapes aren't from 1997, Ninja Boy.
Yeah, we only got. Like
I know.
But listen, 7-Eleven, Gio, as Bubba calls him, Giovanni, or whatever he calls you, Gino. Gio is like a guy that just pops out somewhere in this building, and Bubba likes to keep this building dark. And next thing you know, you can be doing something, and you look in the window, and he's just staring at you. And he's very comfortable doing that. I was talking with Bubba after the show, and guess who was in the little window? Gio staring at us.
I didn't, but
you go to the
stopped
gym,
me. You
he's
saved
staring
me.
at you.
When I heard Bubba was in his massage chair and Gio was right there next to him working out. Now, Bubba said he was quiet as a mouse in church and very respectful. To me, it was just a little, I don't know, shocking. Like, whoa, that takes some balls, dude.
I was having a conversation with Seb. I probably wasn't. I shouldn't have talked so much, but it's cool.
It's okay.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Seth this week too for sticking up for Tuttle and having Tuttle's back. I know it's stressful sometimes, but shout out to Seth.
I agree. I think
Clip 2.
Tuttle's a good dude, and he was from what I recall, he was defending Bubba. Am I right about that? No.
Yeah, no, that's
Yes.
definitely, yeah.
Tuttle is one of the most loyal people I've ever met in my life, as long as he's friends with you.
That is true. He's got to be friends with you.
You don't want to get on his bad side.
Definitely not.
You know,
True.
it's
Tuttle. God damn it. Stupid fucking clip. Gotta turn this off. Longwood, anything else?
No, guys, just want to say great shows as usual. Loved it this week. Everybody have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves, buddies.
yeah,
You too,
protest
Longwood.
at
Happy
the
Father's
Kings.
I don't know
Day.
if you're a dad, but happy Father's Day.
He's a dad. He's a great dad.
Oh,
Great
Oh,
dad.
there
thank
you
you.
go.
I am a dad.
He's a great dad. Great dad. Thank you, Longwood.
Thank you, guys.
See ya. Here's your clip 2. What's clip 2?
Clip 2, we're talking about Tuttle. We're talking about Tuttle being loyal to Bubba. We're talking things of that nature. Clip 2 is a clip from the show after the Stein-Tuttle war, if you will. And this is Bubba just kind of addressing as to where he lies and where he stands on this.
But nothing's more uncomfortable than what just went down. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how it pans out, but my loyalty is to Tuttle. That's where my loyalty is.
Yes, sir.
And if Alex can work around that or make the necessary changes to understand what he did was not cool, then Alex may not be on my show anymore.
So
Because my loyalty
is to Tuttle. So that was like, I don't want to say shocking to hear. It was just reassuring to hear that, look, Tuttle has been loyal to Bubba. Obviously, we know they've had hiccups, but I'm saying, Tuttle has been extremely loyal to Bubba. And it was nice to hear that Bubba just said, you know what, I'm backing Tuttle on this one. My loyalty is to Tuttle on this one, especially when Tuttle really didn't have much to play in this argument, right? I mean, he was kind of blindsided, and
You're saying on Thursday's argument.
this week's show, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I say I appreciate it. It shows that he has more character.
And if you
Or-
listen, I agree. If you listen to this week's Loner and Stoner, which dropped yesterday, Tuttle and I addressed this, and Tuttle is extremely happy and I don't know the word I'm looking for, ecstatic that Bubba has essentially taken his side, and it gave Tuttle some reassurance and some confidence as well, knowing that the people at the BRN are here on his side and standing with him.
Yeah, which is great.
It was such a right move, and it wasn't the first hiccup he's had with Stein either.
No, it is not. It is not. You are correct, Gio.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me because I'm a fan of
Facts.
Stein, but I'm picking Bubba Armin.
I'm a fan of Stein as well, and what sucks is I feel as if sometimes Stein just kind of, I don't want to say walks all over the BRN and Bubba, but he kind of just he wants to lay his big purple-headed cock down and just say, I'm the big guy here, and when I start to scream and yell, you guys shut up, and that's how it goes, which is much like it goes for him and his interactions for his show. But that's not how it goes on Bubba's show, if that makes sense.
I'm sure if
Yeah.
Bubba was to go on his show, he would respect it like totally.
Of course.
You know? It goes both ways.
Of course.
563.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick from Davenport, Iowa.
Hello, Nick from Davenport, Iowa.
Well, I tell you what, this whole Tuttle Stein thing is rather unfortunate. I mean, if from my perspective, Stein brings a lot to the table, but, you know, to be hammering on somebody about being molested, that is just, you know, I get where Bubba's coming from, but, I mean, as far as contributions to the show, I think Stein puts more into the show than Tuttle does. I mean, I understand the loyalty to Tuttle over the years and everything, but Stein makes me laugh more than Tuttle does, and it's just he's more relevant to what's going on in the world, and he's out there right now. And it's just unfortunate that the two of them couldn't have gotten hooked up and gone to that event together and worked that day, because God only knows they could have formed a great partnership. But I was just curious, what's up with Over the Line? I haven't seen them been posted up lately.
That'll be a Seth.
I don't know. I know they're still doing a podcast. That would be a Seth question, though.
Yeah, well, maybe just run it past them. I was just curious. That's one, you know, Loner and Stoner is one of my favorites. The new one that you and Colton have together, that's a really good one. You know, so, and I liked Over the Line too. But I just wanted to tell you guys, keep up the good work. I enjoy the show, but yeah, it was just really unfortunate because Stein did bring a lot to the table, but if he's going to be a prick, he's got to go. And it sounds kind of funny because, you know, everybody's supposed to bust balls. That's the point of it, right? Bust each other's balls. But, you know.
Yeah, but you can't go
Have
low.
a good day, guys.
Yeah,
You too, man. Thank you.
You can't go low. You can't go low on it.
But
Once
the thing
again,
is, I agree. I do wish I even was talking to Tuttle and Stein both privately before they even met at the first BARP, saying you two got to get together because you two kind of have the same vibe. You kind of do the same thing. You kind of are that bonsai type reporting style, and I thought they could have made some great magic together as well. But maybe they're too much alike to where they can't get along.
They butt heads too much?
Correct. Because I do agree. I think they could have done some great stuff together. As far as Stein doing more for the BRN than Tuttle, and making you laugh more. Now, I understand that Stein may be better for you and make you laugh more, but Tuttle does a lot for the BRN. He does a lot of that extra content, a lot of video content, sends prep as often as he can. So, like Bubba says, you don't always see the things behind the scenes. You don't see what Stein does behind the scenes. You don't see what Tuttle does behind the scenes. So, I think they're both pretty important to the BRN, and that's why overall I was relieved to hear when Bubba talked to Tuttle the following day, and Tuttle said, look, I don't have an issue. We are in the content business. I do not have an issue if you want to continue to have Stein on. I, being Tuttle, I just do not want to be on with him. And I think that was the best approach and the best way that Tuttle could have handled it.
Very true. Very true. You know what? You couldn't have put it better. Do you have a super tip from Gene?
Okay, hold on.
See if that works.
I'm over here on your fucking computer. You got about 1,000 screens. Hold by, stand by here.
Down. It's okay,
hold
buddy.
On.
I just wanted a little AI because someone said that the system was messing up.
All right, hold on.
So I just wanted to check it out.
You know, you got to circle back to me on this. I think it's messed up.
Is it messed up?
It says my order has been processed.
For 7-Eleven,
you
got
gotta
to
go with the
to
dashboard
Stein, but
then.
I have to take
Okay,
Tuttle's side on this.
All right, hold on. I got this.
How
I got
about
this. There it
that?
is. Boom.
Pull out your digital wallets for Lummy and Colton. Colton is cheap and likes free
Well, you're not hearing
stuff,
us.
so help the wrap-up
Hit
show.
play, I'll hit it again. You have this on- you
Oh,
have to put
and
this on
Colton
replay,
is
remember, 'cause you're not
10%
hearing it through
Jewish
us.
Spanish.
Oh yeah, that's why.
So bring up the vortex. Tell me when you're vortexing. 3, 2,
2, 1.
How about that? Pull out
Is it
your
working?
digital
Is
wallets
it
for
working?
Lummy and Colton. Colton is cheap and likes free
Yeah, play it, but I
stuff,
don't
so
hear
help the
vortex
wrap-up
either.
show. Oh,
Lummy, you have to go
and
to
Colton is
YouTube.
10% Jewish
On
Spanish.
YouTube.
hit the volume, so we should be vortexing.
Damn it! Now hit it.
I don't hear ourselves yet, though.
So yeah, I
That's what
don't
I'm
hear it
saying.
either.
So you don't have something right. We should still be hearing ourselves first.
I know.
Yeah.
How
don't know what to tell
about
you.
that?
I don't know what to tell me.
Pull
either.
out your digital wallets for
working.
Lummy and Colton.
Now I don't got a
Colton
vortex.
is cheap and likes
There you go. All
free
right, now
stuff, so
I
help
heard
the wrap-up
something.
show.
So
help the wrap-up
show.
show.
Hit it again.
And Colton is 10% Jewish
And likes
Spanish.
free
Well, you're not hearing
stuff,
us.
so help the wrap-up
Hit play,
show.
I'll hit it again.
So it is working.
All right, hold on. I got this.
How about that? Pull out your digital wallets for Lummy and Colton. Colton is cheap and likes free stuff, so help the wrap-up show. Oh, and Colton is 10% Jewish Spanish.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
So bring up the vortex.
Colton is Jewish Spanish, 10%.
Colton loves free stuff. Colton's Jewish and Spanish, so send us 10%.
10%. That's right.
Tell me when you're.
All right, so it does work. It looks like the Gene Lasker chat.
Pull out your digital wallets for Lummy and Colton.
No, I don't got a
Colton
vortex.
is cheap and likes free stuff, so help the wrap-up show. And Colton is 10% Jewish Spanish. Free.
Yeah, we gotta be quiet when he play. How many times did you play that thing?
I kept smashing it because you kept saying it wasn't working.
Well, yeah, it looks like it was working.
Percent.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that works. That's cool. That's Bubba Army tip. So
that's funny.
So it is working at least. I need to get some more voices.
So wait, let me
there.
ask you. Any listener, right, is able to super tip us on Bubba Army Super Tips, and in doing so, they can pay to put their own words in there, or do
Bubba
we
Army
do
tips.
that?
They can put their own words in there.
Can they choose on who says it?
Currently, we only have Gene Lasker up there.
Okay, so they can write a message from Gene Lasker saying, how about it? Let's celebrate Pride Day. Send $10 in. Like, they could make Gene Lasker say that.
Yeah, if you scroll down on the dashboard, you see where I have Gene saying a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, and I see, of course, the first name I see here, John Costica. $100.
Yeah, but if you scroll down, you see where it says Bubba Army.
I see Bubba Army, GC Supply, XXL Gaming. I see them all in there. I see the boys.
But then I got Gene's little audio chat where it's like, I'm not smart. I'm Gene Lasker. Please forgive me. Pull out your digital wallets.
Yeah.
And I play those sometimes, during the hot mic. But yeah, no, Bubba Army tips do a lot better on percentages than the super tips or super chats or whatever they're called. It's like a 90-10 compared to a 60-40. Like Gene says, you're leaving a lot on the plate.
Step up to the pump.
Step up to the pump. You're leaving a lot out. You're leaving a lot out there, giving it to the Chinese.
I'm gonna put you in a pair of sneaky shoes and make you walk through the mall.
239. That was pretty good. I want to talk.
That was pretty good.
239.
Oh man. How you guys doing? This is Berto, man.
Hey, Berto. How's it going?
Berto?
Good. Lummy, like I said, you're so professional, you got to deal with all that crazy chaos, man. But I'm going to be 100% to you, my opinion only. I don't know what goes behind the scenes, but if I want to listen to Alex, I'll just go find somebody who's got Tourette's. Tuttle is totally on the right. He was protecting Bubba, my opinion, and he did his thing, and I got Tuttle's back no matter what. But for you to go and get that little bit of information and start talking crap about somebody, where I'm from, we call that we can dog walk somebody. And dog walk means you show that person control. And Tuttle is right. On site, I would do what I have to do. But, to be professional, he's evolved from that. And I hope that Alex didn't bring that back out on him. But
yeah, unfortunately he did.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it. I'm a peaceful man, but if you ever do something like that to me, I would not. I'm sorry. Tuttle did it so professionally. Me, I would have drove to where Alex was at, dog walk him, and then come back home and give Bubba the video. He wants to be viral. Here you go. That's just me.
Well, we don't claim for violence on this show, but we totally understand what you're saying. Stein disrespected him. I know there was a lot of people that were saying that Tuttle needed to apologize to Stein, and I guess Tuttle did do that off the air after last week's talking. So hopefully they can all get along, and this little break that we have with Stein right now, just he can get his head on straight, and Tuttle just keeps coming on and can keep his head straight, and we just have great shows.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too, because Tuttle, like I said, he's evolved, he's gotten better. I don't care what people say. You have to see the old Tuttle to the new Tuttle, and I'm mad respect for him after all the stuff he's been through. And like you've evolved too from doing the stunts to now. Is that holding it against you because you've done all the stunts? No, you put your work in, and you've gotten better.
Yeah, when I talked to Stein and was texting back and forth to him, he realized he went a little too a little too below the belt.
Do you know if Stein reached out? Because I do not know this yet.
I do not know if he's reached out to Tuttle.
Okay.
I don't know. I figured you would probably know before anyone because Tuttle.
I can tell you
guys
that
talk a
Tuttle
lot.
is not going to be the one to reach out to him. Tuttle did that last week when Tuttle was at fault. This week, Tuttle did quite frankly nothing wrong. He will not be reaching out to Stein.
No, I know. Yeah, I don't think he should have to reach out to Stein. I think Stein's the one that needs to make it. And I told Stein that at the time when when him and I were having a conversation, and I said that, hey, you need to be the one to reach out to Bubba and reach out to Tuttle. So it's in Stein's court.
He needs to reach out to Bubba first because I think Bubba feels offended.
Yeah, I think he does too. So, Berto, happy Father's Day. Hope you have a great weekend.
Oh, thank you, man. I don't know. I might not want to go see How to Train a Dragon from all this crazy chaos of what might be happening.
Go Saturday afternoon.
It's going to rain this weekend, brother. It might be all good.
You can fight the No King protest.
Yeah, you can go. Well,
are they going to do it in the rain, though?
Yeah, of course they are.
Well, have fun, guys.
You're going to be out there.
Yeah, right.
And Gio too. Gio must be some kind of Spanish.
If I go out there, I'm gonna be spraying them with a. I'm gonna get a water gun or something and spray there.
Gio's Spanish. He's Cuban.
My brother does the same crap. He'll sit there and be in a dark corner and pop out of nowhere, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna put a bell on you like a cat. You need to stay away from me because I'm gonna hurt you one day.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about,
weekend?
but Berto, I'll take you out. I don't know what the fuck Spanish things you guys are talking about.
What was that about?
I don't know. Colton, you're 10% Spanish. Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Popping out doing something?
No.
I don't know.
What's your other clip you got here? Seth asked $1 million question.
So obviously
does
this
that say
week
question?
Yeah, this week was a very weird week, which started off extremely weird. We had a phone call that was hit home, I guess. I don't want to say hit home, but hit us all in the feels, if you will.
I think the phone call lasted too long.
This phone call that happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bubba, do we know?
I think it was good overall as far as content for the show.
Not for that guy.
Okay. Well, then let's play it.
Oh, has this been established? What kind of?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't ask because he said it was so disturbing. But great question.
Well, no, I'm just asking because I'll just say it. Like if that's a kid, if that's a minor, if that's child porn. That's
I mean,
that's
is it
a red line.
Is it child porn?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, see, Sir Bud,
So that was $1 million question. Is what kind of? Now, Colton, what were you trying to get at? That's the tough thing here. You turn in your kid?
Yeah, man. And the fact that it sounds like they just have small town living. The dad works first shift. His kid works the overnight shift. The same factory. The same, not same position, but same employment, if you will. And just what do you do in something like this? Seriously, because the dad is called in to try and kind of clear his head, talk to other men, and figure out what is the best way to go about this for me, my wife, my one son who's participating in this, and subsequently his 16-year-old daughter as well. What the fuck do you do?
There's some
Seriously.
people that thought that
you try to get your son some help, and if you already did the first time, you do it stricter. If not, you got to turn him in.
Okay, first off, that's a horrible answer.
It is?
Yeah.
How?
First off,
why? Yeah, seriously, why is that horrible?
I'm going to tell Gio this. One, a couple people did.
What would you do, Lummy?
I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. Don't worry about it. Let me finish my point here.
No, I'm calling you out because you just said it was a bad
Hold
answer.
on. I was going to say some people said that it was probably him and he was trying to clear his ass. So he was.
That could be.
He was
that
dude,
could be.
I ain't putting that on the guy.
And that's what some people said.
I'm
now,
not
Gio,
putting that on the guy.
You
was a
said
very
the
weird call.
first time that you found your kid getting child porn that you should just discipline him.
Well, now this is the second time it happened, and I don't know if you guys all caught that in the studio or not. In fact, I think I texted you, Lum.
No, he said it's happened before.
Yeah, I brought it up.
He's caught the kid before.
Because I texted you right away, and I said, Lum, he said this is the second time.
And that's why I said I brought it because I don't think anyone else heard it because I said, this is the second time, but the first time was when he was 14. Now, Gio,
right?
Then it's okay for you to discipline and get counseling, but I still think that you should report it. Don't you?
I agree.
Because it goes over your how the internet works. It goes over your shit. So what I was saying that's not the right answer is you still got to report it, I think, even though he's 14, because I don't think it's something, because realistically, if the FBI is looking.
Isn't report it the same thing as turning him in?
Yeah, but I thought you were just saying keep him out, like don't report it, just kind of hang out.
No.
Kind of hang out with them, be a good dad, and.
I was saying like the second time maybe stricter, get him some help. If not, you have to. Or what you said, you have to report it.
Did Colton just block all the phone numbers?
No, I got him on hold.
Oh, the phone was doing something weird.
No, I picked him up, put him on.
Good,
I talked to him, let him
good.
not to hang up.
You're good. See, listen, Gio and I were able to talk about it. Now he's going to turn his kid in if he's doing child porn. Colton, are you turning your kid in if you find child porn?
Tough, man.
Probably not. I don't have a kid though, so that's tough for me to say. I don't have a kid.
But if you did, 239.
If it's a first time thing, I think Colton would probably try to get him some help first.
Dude, just having that rap on you, like morally is one thing. Yes, it's wrong. Having that rap on you legally with the papers to prove it and everything, your life is going to be drastically different to the point where you're going to get your ass beat. You're going to have a hard time.
Job.
Everything, dude.
Everything.
To the point where Lummy, it might not be the right thing to do, but I am probably going to try and keep that in-house. Probably.
239.
Hey, Lummy, Colton, Gio, how you doing?
What's up?
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Lummy, sorry to call, but just had to point out that honestly, I love Tuttle. I love his podcast with his wife. I think she should get a shot on the air, to be honest. But he's acting like a little bitch. Bubba didn't like it, so he hung up on me because it didn't fit his narrative. But at the end of the day, he's talking about it's how the situation ended, not began. I think, like Colton was just saying, it began a long time ago because Tuttle, whether subconsciously or consciously, believes he's the original Stein. And he could have done better if he made better life choices, maybe. And I think he harbors some of that. And he's right. Sometimes Stein's a one-trick pony. Just last night, I think I heard him repeat the same joke 18 times. Like, come on, Stein, you can do better than that. But I don't think there's any animosity between Stein. Like nobody's trying to be a counter. Nobody means ill against anybody. Now, the ice cream man stuff, that was after Tuttle left. But at the end of the day, Tuttle's a public figure, and he put it out there. So he didn't have to put it out there. Is it a low blow for Alex Stein? Yes. But Tuttle put it out there. He didn't have to. So that's just my opinion. I think Tuttle should grow a sack, mend the fences, everybody get along. But that's just me.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Colton, do you have... Oh, Mark from Tarpon, $50.
Thank you, Mark from Tarpon.
Coats on, free Tuttle.
Wow.
You scared Gio. That's the first time he's been here for that, I think.
Really, Gio? That's your first time?
Sorry, Lummy. Yeah. Nice. Thank you for that. Nice. What's his music? Okay. That's Lummy messing with me, probably.
Yeah, kind of. Not you, but yeah. It's Lummy messing around.
I'm going to get you back, Lummy.
All right, go Gio, talk. I'll get this music for behind you. So, no, I mean, Mike brings up some good points, but, about some other things. What do you think about him saying he's got to grow a sack?
Well, I'm probably not the right person to ask about that because, as you know, I've made it very clear on this show that words don't necessarily bother me as a person. Like I know some people here at the BRN even will get upset over words. They'll get upset if they're called snowflake. They'll get upset if they're called whatever it may be. Okay, and then okay, that's just what it is.
Who's upset when you call him a snowflake?
I just know people have gotten upset. I know, like, if we're just gonna be honest here, I know Seth has gotten upset at some words before. I think Bubba's gotten upset at some words before. And for the most part, like 99% of the time, people can say whatever the fuck they want about me, and I do not care.
I'm the same way because I work in a gas station. I'm very good at that.
It does not affect me one bit for the most part. I just continue to pick up my things and move along.
That's right.
So I'm probably the wrong person to ask about that.
Thank you.
Lummy, are you trying to call me a Mexican?
I'm trying to call both of you guys Mexicans. Man, our phone lines are blown up.
I was literally born in St. Joseph's Women's Hospital. You offend me. I'm offended.
Women's Hospital?
Yeah.
Was that a thing already when you were born?
St. Joseph? Yeah.
St. Joe's Women's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It was there. I was born in 94.
That's what his parents made it up. He was really born in San Juan Hospital.
Maybe, who knows?
When's your birthday, Gio?
April 14, 1994.
Show us your green card, Gio.
I have my social security card, excuse me. I got my birth certificate, and I have a Florida ID.
That shit looks fake to me.
All right, okay. With everything going on, maybe I want to play it cool right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Smart man.
You need to laminate that motherfucker and put it on your neck.
843?
Especially you working at 7-Eleven.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, this is Fred from earlier in the week with the sorry-ass son.
Oh, from Monday's call.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just give y'all a little update. I reached out to criminal defense lawyers, like, all over the town, and nobody said they can do anything until charges are actually filed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I told my son I smashed his laptop and his tablet, and I was like, don't contact me for undisclosed amount of time because I want nothing to do with him.
Well, you definitely got to call back.
Tough love, brother. That's good.
You definitely got to call back on Monday and give an update for especially Jay and Bubba.
Oh, for sure. So,
because I'm sure they're going to have a lot more questions, especially that that you're saying that no lawyers wanted to really pick it up.
Yeah, because when I called him, it was like, well, why do you need one for? I was like, try to cover myself just in case something does happen. It's like, well, if there's no charges, we can't help you. I was like, all right then.
Well, I mean, listen, that's why you should probably call in Monday, talk to Jay and or Dr. Dan, and just kind of see where they can maybe guide you and help you out a little bit.
I called Kevin Hayes' office and see if I could talk to him. And was like, where should I go? And his secretary said, well, since you're out of state, we can't help you.
Everyone's blowing you off.
I gotta imagine it's kind of bittersweet with Father's Day coming up, but I gotta commend you. You did the right thing.
Yeah, I still got a daughter. She's good. Well, I hope she's good. I don't even fucking know anymore. I'm questioning myself.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Don't question yourself, man. You sound like just a hard-working man. Y'all are doing what you can do to get by, trying to raise your family right. And, we stray. I mean, I've done things not near to that extent, but, I've rebelled and done things and gotten in trouble and caught charges and blah, blah, blah. And I think it's just part of growing up. And unfortunately, in your situation, it's a little worse and a little, more heartbreaking. But I hope y'all can get through this.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
You too, brother.
Oof. Couldn't even, no one wanted to pick it up.
Well, I kind of get what the lawyers are saying. It's like, well, look, at this point, you guys are having a problem with your morale and a problem amongst each other. There's no criminal charges here, okay?
Yeah.
So in other words,
get rid of it.
Handle this shit before there's a criminal charge, and there's nothing for you to protect yourself against.
Yep.
And that kind of resorts back to when you asked me, what would I do? And I kind of look at it the same way. If you can get this handled, okay, without a criminal charge, without a blemish on your record, then do it. So, quick sidebar, though, about that. Question. You know how AI is getting all out of hand? We talk about how Elon Musk this week is wanting to go to autonomous stuff and
There's
AI this and AI
talks
that,
about
right?
that right now.
Yes.
People are taking photos. I saw this on the news this week. Like, let's say you're taking a photo of a newscaster, okay?
You're making them nude.
And you're making them nude, right? That is not a nude photo. That would be, what, art? Okay? And I think Dr. Dan even touched upon this. What if people are doing this amongst kids? Is that considered child porn?
I think they said teenagers were doing it in school.
Okay, so a 14-year-old's doing it to another 14-year-old, both underage. Is that considered child pornography?
I think so.
Is it? Because they're not nude. That is an AI-generated art photo. You get what I'm saying?
It's still.
I get what you're saying.
I think it would still be considered pornography, though.
It's not a hill I want to die on by any
I'll
means.
be riding around. I'm gonna double check before I haul out.
Maybe he can tell you, Colton,
But
because
I just think
that's a hill I definitely
you're coming
don't
down
want
to
die
like
on.
a First Amendment type thing, right? I don't know.
How are you doing today, caller 863?
Oh, I'm good, bro. Sorry, I was working. I didn't even know y'all were about to pick up. But just want to touch on a couple of things and not little kids like that dude's other little call in here. But no, I feel bad for that dude. He's got a hard road ahead of him, and he did the right thing. I think everybody agrees on that. And then I actually called. It's track meet, by the way. I actually called about the Tuttle situation with Stein and all that BS.
Yes.
And I get getting frustrated when somebody says when there's a line. There was a small line there, and he was pushing it, and then he pushed it again. And when he doubled down, that's when the problem started. Because I can take a joke, I could take a hee-hee. But when you double down on it and we trying to have a small talk about not doing that, that's a problem. And then the last thing is I want to say I love all the extra podcasts except the Kristen and Tuttle podcast. Loner and Stoner is one of my absolute favorites. I just cannot stand Tuttle's old lady for some reason. I don't know if it's her delivery. I don't know. And I don't want to piss Tuttle off because apparently he's an on-site kind of guy. I don't need that in my life.
Not only when you cross a certain line, and we all know what line was crossed. Okay, let's be real.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
with that being said, hold on, track me.
What?
Would you like to hear Kristen Tuttle's wife if she was in studio with Bubba? Do you think that would better the situation, or make you like her more?
No, because it's one of those things where I just don't like her because I think she's got the kind of personality where she's floated through life and kind of been coddled a little bit. She comes off as coddled, and I can't do coddled. I like rough edges and straight to the point and not, I would go to the club and these guys, and I don't give a shit about you in the club, girl. Sorry. One of those deals.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. Well, thank you, Track Meet.
Track Meet said I need my girl to go up to 7-Eleven barefoot and get in a Mountain Dew.
Two of them.
Exactly.
We're going to be up all night.
There you go.
All right, y'all have a good one.
At least he was
And
honest.
Tampa Tylenol while you're there. Tampa Tylenol while you're there.
I think Mountain Dew makes you limp, doesn't it?
Honestly,
That's
I have no
the
idea.
rumor.
Mountain Dew was never my drink.
Never, mine either.
That's just that people hating on Mountain Dew.
Then obviously, Gio, you are a Mountain Dew fan, aren't you?
I am trying to get off the soda. My kidneys are hurting.
Oh,
I'm trying to drink more. I'm drinking coconut water now, and I drink coffee. Water.
Maybe some basic water might help out too.
Some Aqua Bieto.
That's right. Thank
There you go.
Colton.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of that, actually. It's very good water.
843.
Yes.
No, you are on the air.
What up, son?
All right, this is Alan from Charleston. I had to call in. Colton was saying no words or hurt. Don't hurt him.
Yes.
Nothing can say. Well, there's a word that's killing me. You guys have been saying bonsai when I think you mean kamikaze. About the interviews and all that, the style, the bonsai style. I don't think that's the right word.
It's probably not. It's if we're being intellectually honest, it's a Bubba lingo.
Wait, hold on. You said bonsai?
I don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, like all week you guys have been saying like bonsai.
No,
like,
it's kamikaze.
Alex Stein,
you kamikaze it like the Japanese did in Pearl Harbor. They
bonsai's
kamikaze.
a plant, right?
Yeah, bonsai is what fucking Karate Kid, Mr.
bonsai.
Miyagi was fucking chopping up.
Sir, I'm in the same boat. When Bubba was talking to 4G Auto Blow, it was driving me nuts because the name is not 4G Auto Blow.
Listen, it's just what Bubba does. It's like we had Giovanni down there, okay? Giovanni.
Giovanni. It's a Bubba lingo.
Listen, Gino over there's making pizza at 7-Eleven.
G-O. G-I-O. Very easy.
Yeah, we know what your name is. No, listen.
I had to call in. It was driving me crazy.
It's kamikaze.
So
I don't remember him saying bonsai.
What's bonsai again?
Bonsai's a fucking tree.
This guy's right. This guy's right. We've been using bonsai. Myself, Bubba.
You've used bonsai?
Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
I didn't pick up on it. I didn't know.
That's hilarious.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry that
he's laughing.
Let's see. What is a bonsai? Because I didn't.
Plant.
Hey,
I know. I just want to check.
Guys, still a great show. I watch it. I listen every day. So
well, thank you.
Just want to call in.
Thank you very much. See ya.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
The
Bye.
guy, he's
Bonsai
100% right. He's 100% right.
I never even fucking heard anyone saying bonsai.
Lummy, I'm telling you right now, I have said it several times.
I've said
You
it
said it several times today?
Bonsai.
I think I've said it once or twice today.
Bonsai.
I know Bubba has said it once or twice.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
Xerxes said it right. Kamikaze pilots yelled bonsai as they
People
attacked.
say bonsai way more than kamikaze.
Bonsai is an ornamental tree or shrub grown in a pot and artificially prevented from reaching its normal size.
But it's a slang for something too, right? Because in the Karate Kid, he says it at some point, right? Bonsai. I have no idea.
Bonsai, it's a tree.
I know it's a tree, but like they use that word as a slang for something. No?
Definitely. I mean, I guess I can type in slang bonsai.
I don't know, but the guy's right. Literally, like I've said, Bubba has said it. I have said it. Tuttle has said it. Stein might have even said it.
Oh,
Why did Japanese soldiers? Yes, so yeah, Xerxes was right.
Oh. Because it means
10,000 years.
Oh, okay. It is a saying then.
What the?
It's like to live long.
Slang, however, the word bonsai itself is sometimes used informally or playfully.
I was right.
We were right about what? That the fucking Karate Kid yelled bonsai?
Yeah, it's a saying to like live longer.
I don't remember Karate Kid yelling bonsai.
Google's telling you. I'm looking at it right now.
What? Wait, hold on. Let me ask you something. What Wait, are you talking about like the new Karate Kid?
The old one and the new one.
You've never seen the old one with Daniel's son?
Yes, I have. Numerous times. Don't insult me like that. I've seen plenty of 80s movies.
Let's see.
The other day I watched...
he was born in St. Joseph North. Woman's.
Banzai, Danielson! Hey, Banzai!
See? Boom.
Banzai! Banzai!
I was so right.
Banzai! Banzai!
In your face, Lemmy.
Danielson! Hey, Banzai!
Sorry that I didn't. Yeah, well, listen, you were right.
You remember that scene, Lummy?
No, I don't remember this scene. I remember, he was driving off because he was about to get some Cheeto fingers from the girl, and he took Mr. Miyagi's car. I remember that part. I didn't remember the bonsai. I'm sorry.
A cool fact about 7-Eleven.
I'm sorry, hold on. Can I tell you something?
A bunch of old movies. I watched them all.
This scene didn't really, burn in my brain of being something that I would remember. The Karate Kid screaming bonsai. Now, see, it sucks because I can't bounce off to Colton because...
Oh, I've never seen this shit in my life.
Colton doesn't watch movies.
I've never seen it, dude.
Why you don't watch movies?
I don't know. Maybe
you're
it's
more
my
of a
attention.
sports guy?
Yeah, probably.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy last night, the same thing. All he watches is baseball. And I'm like, cool. No sports for me.
Bonsai!
Bonsai!
In fact, I'll be going to the Cincinnati Reds game. Lummy, I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks. Sorry.
814, don't talk to me.
Hey, fellas, how you guys doing today?
He's dead to me.
I know, I forgot.
Good, how are you doing?
I got a good story about a chomo that was my neighbor.
Oh, let's hear it.
I had just bought a house, and that Thursday, we moved in the weekend, and that Thursday, I got a knock on my door at 5:30 in the morning. It was the police.
Ooh.
And they were coming and standing at my windows on the east side of my house while they raided my neighbor's house to get this chomo. And it ended up being the guy's brother-in-law. He was temporarily living with him. So they brought out the presents. I will tell you that. There was cop cars everywhere. They were in my yard. They were in my backyard.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
In my,
So you got the
my
front
neighbor's
row
house
seat.
and everything.
So what did
I did. I had an actual front row seat, is right.
Did you become friends with the guy?
Well, the neighbors are actually cool people. It was their brother-in-law that was the jerk. He was just temporarily living there, and he worked for the state.
What?
So all his computer stuff and everything got confiscated.
Wow.
He couldn't work for a week.
Your neighbor didn't know about
They
it?
didn't know it wasn't him. It's just his brother-in-law.
Yeah, so question, same thing Gio said. So did the homeowner, your actual neighbor, did they know this was going on?
No, they did not.
So did they didn't know they were going to get raided. Like essentially when the cops came, they didn't know what they were there for.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came and just pounded. They knocked once, and gave them like 3 seconds to come to the front door, and then they got that big battering ram out and they took their front door.
They don't mess around.
And went in the house screaming. And Dennis said he was still asleep. They didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, there's people with flashlights and guns pointed at them.
Now, did they take?
Crazy.
Did they pretty much, detain everybody in the home until they sorted out who it was, or did they know right away who they were looking for?
They knew right away who they were looking for, but they detained everybody in the home.
Oh, good police work.
Everybody was sitting out on the front porch. The Chomo had already left. He had already gone to work, so they ended up going to his work and raided his work and got him. But they detained everybody on the front porch, and they had this big RV that they brought everything that was electronic, even their smart television out, and took it all in this RV thing and took it away.
So the good guy, if you will, your neighbor, they lost their smart TV, they lost their cell phones and their laptops because of the brother-in-law, correct?
Yep. And all their video consoles, their gaming consoles, everything, anything that had storage on it.
Now, did they end up getting that stuff back or no? Or you don't know? Okay.
They did end up getting their stuff back. It took about a week. And the computers were state issued. Because he works for the state.
Wow.
Sounds like great police work.
They got all that stuff back.
Great police work. Detain
You're being an asshole 'cause
everybody.
I'm being serious. I thought it was pretty good.
It was.
Okay.
I wish all police agencies would detain
That's a known
criminals.
thing in Florida, isn't it? A lot of officials being caught with shady stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm glad they just detained everybody and didn't let just everyone go. But that's besides the point. But yes, thank you for the story, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the neighborhood.
Yes, sir. Have a good weekend there, fellas. I'm out.
See you, man.
I mean, that is a little shocking, right? You're
100%.
moving into your house. You just moved in. You're there 3 or 4 nights. Night 5, you wake up. Day 5, you wake up, and there's fucking cops banging on your door saying, don't leave your house because we're raiding the house next door.
You guys got a chomo living next door.
Dude.
And then your neighbor comes out.
That's
well, on my street, I live where the guy shot the gay guy at the park. You guys remember that story? I live like right down the street from that park.
Really?
It was a white old guy that shot a gay. They got into an argument. He got into an argument with some gay dude. I think he bonded out, but he's still waiting trial.
Do you know where the old white guy do you know where the shooter lives?
Down the street from me.
Yeah, on your block.
Do you ever go hang out with him?
Yeah, he goes down there.
That guy's a crazy person.
Hey, Gio, I got a nice rainbow romper you can wear down there if you want to go say hey.
No way, dude.
That's a good point. Hey,
what's up?
Do you control the computer putting things on the screen?
No.
Oh.
I know you currently have pulled up a list of the No Kings protest map. Which is where these protests are going to be held Saturday.
But it's going to rain.
I'm not kidding you. Over the country, it looks like there is probably 200. Would you say?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, let's zoom in on Florida alone. Let's just see Florida alone. I would say there's probably 30 in Florida alone, and these are the big time ones that are already scheduled. I have already since gone into the bowels of Reddit, if you will, and find out there's a lot more happening in the Tampa Bay area. And the Tampa Bay area alone, including Polk and Pasco, it looks like you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 scheduled for this Tri-County area. I think it is for this Saturday.
Are they really gonna happen though with this rain?
I'm going to say, yeah, most of them are going to happen. The highlight one being the one in downtown Tampa at City Hall. I believe that's a 3 p.m. Curtain call, if you will. What do you call it? What are you meeting for a protest?
Do we honestly think that people are going to show up, though?
Yes.
Yeah, some people will.
I do. I 100% think.
With the election being the way people voted, it was all red, right?
Well, there's still a percentage of people that did not vote red.
Yeah, a percentage of people that don't matter.
There you go. No Kings Largo. It's going to be on the northwest corner near the PNC Bank. That's at like 9 o'clock.
They got 2 of them.
Oh, that one's at 5 p.m. Sorry. You got one in St. Pete happening later on in the day. I think that one's St. Pete. Or that
They're going to close up shop
10:30 a.m. The one on Tyrone and 66 out there by
Tyrone Mall.
Yep. Tyrone Mall on the Home Depot. The main one being Tampa Bay area, Tampa Bay City Hall at 3 p.m., Riverview, I think Tarpon Springs or Palm Harbor out there. Big Red's organizing one.
Yes. 12
what are you guys' opinion on this protests?
I'm cool. See, I stand different than Lasker in the sense that he thinks everybody protesting is stupid. Now, maybe everybody protesting in this one could be stupid. I get what he's saying there. But protest as a whole, as a overall, they're not stupid.
As long as they don't riot, they don't burn nothing down.
Don't loot. Don't burn your city.
All good.
Don't litter. Don't riot. Yeah, I think we're good. Peaceful protesting is fine.
That's right.
Oh, I had one more clip I wanted to get to, but it's okay.
We'll play it next week.
All right.
It's a good one. I was going to do it to OPP, and I'll just say this. I'm sure glad I didn't.
I appreciate you guys for letting me on the show again.
Well, thank you for coming on, Gio.
Thank you.
So you're going 2 weeks now?
No, I will be gone the 4th through the 11th.
Oh, so you're missing
July 4th through 11th.
This is my birthday.
You're gonna
I
have
am missing your birthday, buddy.
Maybe I can fill in for you, Colton.
Yeah.
Those 2 weeks.
I'll be in Indiana, hanging out for Wayne, and I'll be heading over to Cincinnati for a Reds game. America's Ballpark, am I right?
I think that goes to Fenway.
It's very hurtful.
No, seriously, what is America's Ballpark? It's in Cincinnati,
Fenway
right?
Park.
It's a great American ballpark.
The great American Ballpark.
Everyone have a great weekend. If you're a father, happy Father's Day.
Fucking Fenway, get out of here.
Happy Father's Day, Lummy.
Thank you. Happy future Father's Day to you,
last
Gio.
thing, real quick. I do have this to talk about. It's very, very quick. Lummy needs something for Father's Day, Ashley, for listening. Lummy needs a new pair of headphones. His headphones are falling apart on the earbud, and
that is unacceptable.
Everyone go to Bubba
Unacceptable.
Lummy needs new headphones.
Bubba Army Shop, Bubba Army Store,
Lummy
Bubba
needs
Army
new
merch.
headphones.
Bubba Army Store, Bubba Army merch, BubbaArmyShop.com. Check it out. It's not too late to get your Father's Day gift for next year from the Bubba Army Store. If you forgot to give your father a great gift, make sure you go on there and get that. And also, while you're hanging out, check out all our great podcasts. And we'll see you Monday morning, 6 a.m. right here. Have a great weekend, everyone. See ya.